Welcome. This is going to be an overview of the remaining organ systems within the body. We are going to start out talking about the integumentary system. The integumentary system is made up of the skin, hair, nails, sweat glands, and oil or sebaceous glands. The skin protects the body from the environment, bacteria, and other organisms. It has multiple functions, right? Protects, keeps everything, keeps the organs and everything inside, keeps all the bad stuff outside of the body, and helps keeps the body warm. Blood vessels and the sweat glands and skin help control and maintain body temperature. Skin acts as a sense organ, detecting sensations such as heat, cold, touch, pressure, and pain, relaying the information to the brain and spinal cord. Skin has multiple layers, including the epidermis, dermis, subcutaneous tissues, which lie over muscle and bone. Each layer contains different structures. The epidermis is the outer portion of the skin. It does not contain blood vessels and is thickest on the palms of the hands and soles of the feet. The dermis is the thick layer of skin below the epidermis. The dermis contains hair, follicles, sweat and oil glands, small nerve endings, and blood vessels. The subcutaneous layer is thick and lies below the dermis. It contains fat and insulates the body from changes in temperature. This layer is loosely attached to the muscle and bones of the musculoskeletal system. Next, we have the digestive system. The digestive system performs the following functions. Ingestion. The digestion system brings nutrients, water, and electrolytes into the body. It performs digestion. It chemically breaks down food into small parts so absorption can occur. Absorption. It moves nutrients, water, and electrolytes into the circulatory system so they can be distributed throughout the body. And defecation. It eliminates unabsorbed waste. Let's see here. The primary organs of the digestive system are the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anal canal. The accessory organs of digestion are the teeth, tongue, salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. Peristalsis is the involuntary wave-like contraction of smooth muscle that moves material through the digestive tract. The mouth, teeth, salivary glands begin the process of digestion. The tongue manipulates food for chewing and swallowing. Chemical enzymes in the salivary glands begin breaking down the food. And salivary glands also moisten and lubricate the food to make it easier for them to be swallowed. The teeth cut the food up into smaller pieces, allowing it to be swallowed easier along with the saliva. Swallowing moves food from the pharynx into the esophagus. The esophagus transports food from the pharynx to the stomach by peristalsis. The stomach stores food. It mixes food with gastric juices and breaks it down into chyme, which is partially digested food. The chyme is then moved into the small intestine by peristalsis. Small intestine is about 20 feet long, about 7 meters. It's smaller in diameter than the large intestine. It receives food from the stomach and secretions from the pancreas and liver. It completes the digestion of food that began in the mouth and stomach. Most digestion and absorption occurs here. It selectively absorbs nutrients that can be used to help. That can be used by the body. It's composed in 3 sections. The listed in the order in which food passes through them. It's got the duodenum, and then the jejunum, and the ileum. The large intestine is about 5 feet or 1.5 meters in length. It absorbs water and electrolytes from the remaining chyme and changes it from a fluid to a semi-solid mass. It excretes waste as feces. The large intestine is subdivided into the following sections, again listed in order: the cecum, the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, rectum, and anal canal. The liver is the largest internal organ of the body. It produces bile, which breaks up fats. It stimulates the gallbladder to secrete stored bile into the small intestine. And it stores minerals and fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. And it also stores blood. The gallbladder stores bile until it's needed by the small intestine. The pancreas secretes juices that contain enzymes for protein, carbohydrates, and fat digestion into the small intestine. Next, we've got the endocrine system. Functions. The endocrine system is a system of glands that secretes chemicals, which are hormones, directly into the circulatory system. The chemicals released into the bloodstream trigger a response in a specific body cells. As a result, the endocrine system influences body activities and functions. The endocrine system works closely with the nervous system to maintain homeostasis. Let's see here. The thyroid gland lies in the neck, just below the larynx. Its shape resembles that of a butterfly. The thyroid gland produces hormones that stimulate the body's heat production and bone growth. It also controls the body's metabolic rate. The parathyroid glands are located behind the thyroid gland. They secrete a hormone that maintains the calcium levels in the blood. Adrenal glands are located in top of each kidney. The outer tissue of the adrenal gland is called the cortex. The inner tissue of the adrenal gland is called the medulla. The adrenal medulla releases epinephrine and norepinephrine. Epinephrine and norepinephrine help the body for its fight or flight response. The pituitary gland is buried deep in the cranial cavity at the base of the brain. In an adult, it's about the size and shape of a garbanzo bean. The pituitary gland is known as the master gland of the body. It regulates growth and controls other endocrine glands. The hypothalamus produces and controls hormones released by the pituitary. It controls the parts of the nervous system that controls involuntary body functions, hormones, and functions such as regulating sleep and stimulating appetite. The pineal gland is located near the center of the brain. It's responsible for producing melatonin, which is a role in regulating daily rhythms such as sleep. Levels of melatonin increase at night and are low or undetectable during the day. The islets of Langerhans are located in the pancreas. Alpha cells secrete glucagon, which increases blood glucose concentrations. Beta cells secrete insulin, which decreases blood glucose concentrations. Again, that's located in the pancreas. Other glands of the endocrine system include the thymus gland, ovaries, and testes. The thymus gland plays a role in the body's immune system. The ovaries secretes estrogen, which is a female sex hormone, and the testes secrete testosterone, the other male hormones. And other male hormones. Next, we've got the reproductive system. Function of reproductive system is make cells, sperm and eggs that allow continuation of the human species. The testes produce sperm and the hormones testosterone. Reproductive ducts allow passage of sperm. The ducts include the epididymis, the ductus vas deferens, ejaculatory duct, urethra. Seminal vesicles secrete fluid that nourishes and protects sperm. The prostate gland secretes fluid and increases sperm movement and neutralizes the acidity of the vagina during intercourse. The penis serves as the outlet for sperm and urine. And the scrotum is the loose sac of skin that houses the testes. Next we have the female reproductive system. The ovaries are a pair of almond-shaped organs that produce eggs, ova. They are located on either side of the uterus in the pelvic cavity. The ovaries produce the hormones estrogen and progesterone. Fallopian tubes, oviducts, receive the ovum and transport it to the uterus after ovulation. The uterus is a hollow muscular organ in which a fertilized ovum implants and receives nourishment until birth. The vagina, which is the birth canal, receives the penis during intercourse and serves as a passageway for menstrual flow and delivery of an infant. Accessory organs include the mammary glands, breasts, which function in milk production after delivery of an infant. The external genitalia include the mons pubis, clitoris, urethral opening, Bartholin's gland, vagina, labia minora, labia majora, and the hymen. The perineum is the area between the vaginal opening and the anus. Next we have the urinary system. The urinary system is responsible for removing body's waste, assisting in regulating blood pressure, and helping to control the amount and composition of water and other substances in the body. The kidneys are located in the back of the abdominal cavity on each side of the spinal column. They produce urine, maintain water balance, aid in regulation of blood pressure, and regulate levels of many chemicals in the blood. The ureters are tubes that drain urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder. The urinary bladder serves as a temporary storage site for urine. Urethra is the canal that passes from urine from the urinary bladder to the outside of the body. In males, the urethra transports semen from the body. The male's urethra is longer than that of the females. Well, this concludes anatomy and physiology.